All right, hello, everybody. Yo,
What?
hey, hold on.
Who am I?
Where am I?
Where am I?
I have to adjust my lights here. We're back. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Woo!
Let's start with that intro. Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Justin. I think I heard Mark.
Mark, do that one more time. I apologize.
Mark.
There it is. And I'm Philip.
And watching and are listening to episode 470 DangIT Podcast. Welcome back, everybody. Apologies for like the podcast every other week. It just happened to end up like that because of conventions. I was thinking whether or not I wanted to title this one More Conventions, but I wanted to add something else in there in the mix. But first, Phil, Mark, how you guys doing?
I'm good. Disclaimer, I'm currently eating peanut butter crackers. So if you're wondering why I sound like my mouth's full, it's because it is.
Oh, okay.
Nice. I'm doing good. Good.
Nice.
I slept in today, which very needed.
Nice.
After a very rough night before, I'm good though. I'm good.
Good.
I slept in, went on a breakfast date with Katrina, and then got some coffee.
Nice.
With a breakfast without me.
You got breakfast
Mark,
without me?
Wait a minute,
bro. I always get breakfast without you.
Yeah, Mark. First of all, we're too early for me to be cussing you out right now. Look, I was gonna
thanks
say,
for a
Mark,
reminder. You guys have been pretty comfortable with the cursing over on the podcast, so I'm gonna ask you to dial it back.
That's fair. You're right. That's fair.
He's like,
I was gonna say, Mark, it doesn't matter what time I wake up. You're still 3 hours ahead of me. How can I get breakfast? How does that work?
Simple.
You wake up early.
Since I'm already awake, you're still back in time, so you can bring the breakfast to the future for me.
That's not how time travel works. That's not
Wait a minute. No, hold on. I think he has a point.
I don't know. If you ask Gabe, that's how it works.
No.
We looked at Gabe. He's like,
Gabe would convince you a potato is like the best way for power somehow. Like
he will find a way. He will find a way.
Potato guns hurt.
He is very good at pulling things out of his ass, making them sound like they're actually logical.
Let it be known, I'm not the first one to do it today. Just saying.
Pull something out of your ass?
Mark. Well, anyways.
This is why I'm here. This is why I'm here.
So, we obviously have some catching up to do, right? Honestly, on my end, aside from like going from like con to con, like I only have really that much to like really share. This past week though was pretty eventful as far as like digital events and whatnot. But if you guys want to know how EVO was, previously I was doing Comic-Con and now it's like EVO, like, and it's gonna be worse because the next year is gonna be like back to back, like weekend to weekend instead of like weekend break weekend. Yeah, no.
Yep.
Yeah, I was with Anaya throughout that whole duration, and I've talked about like the experience with the card situation, but aside from that, everything was good. I didn't really participate in any type of tourney, or I wasn't even in the pools or anything like that. Nai and I were kind of reflecting on it. I think it would have been cool if we had like more people jump in for like different like games, so we could just check out like all the different competition going on over there. But aside from that, aside from the competitive side of things, there was still obviously like vendors, and there's like Indiecade there. Did I talk about Artist Alley? But yeah, everybody, a lot of like cool exclusive stuff that you just want to like that like draws you towards them. I got a couple of stuff from there, but yeah, I don't know if there was anything else I wanted to add to that. Like, yeah, I went through the whole story of the whole card situation. That failed after the big boy purchase, and from there it went downhill. But it was only like by the end of that day that I figured out like what was going on in the back. And that was the fact that like because that card I was using is actually like part of my Amazon account, which is shared amongst the entire family. So the rest of the family got that, and they didn't recognize my number as far as the card, and so
weird.
they reported it, and my card, that was the only card that I had on me, was closed, and I had to like champion himself as far as like funding for 2 people, as far as like food and gas.
Oh, that's absolutely not a thing to do. That man is that man is too selfless.
Mm-hmm.
I love him, but he is too selfless. He can afford to be a little bit selfish.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My biggest thing is there's a new human.
What?
No, I know what he meant.
I was like, wait. I had to take like a moment to like recognize like what you mean by that. But I was like, okay.
Mark, there's new humans almost every day. What are you talking about?
Except this one's related to me.
Ah, there we go. See, that's where you had to start with.
But yes, my brother had his second son.
Okay.
Yeah.
Congrats.
I got to hold him. Oh.
And he was small.
Oh, bro, he's so tiny.
Mm.
Like there's something about holding a baby that gets you. I just can't stop smiling. I was like, oh.
I can't even describe it myself either. Yeah.
It really it feels like it brings out your paternal instincts. Really.
I think I probably just think about just the cycle of life. Like as you hold that baby, it's like from the beginning. Like I was there or something like that. That's how I kind of feel.
I used to be one of these.
Yeah. But
Pretty
then
much.
when I hold a puppy, it's like, oh, this is so cute. I'm like, oh.
Well, here's the thing. Puppies and babies hit different. It's like, here's the thing. Both, it's like, oh, they're so cute. But with puppies from a very young age are still just. Whereas babies like from a very young age, they're very quiet.
They're quiet.
That's one way to describe it. Yeah.
Here's the thing. From like, if you like, babies go through a phase. They go from when they're first born. They go through what I call the alien phase.
Okay.
They start out looking a little they start looking a little funny. They're like, you can still tell they're human, but they get like, they look like kind of like a raisin because they've been in water for 9 months.
Sure.
And then after they've been out of there for about, I would say, at 3 or 4 months, then they start to look like your average, like very cute little baby.
Sure. Guess puppies are kind of like that too.
Yeah, well, with puppies, like it's more like just like kind of like that, but it's more like they're just the fur isn't as long and they're just like tiny little fuzzies.
Mm.
And it's like, say for example, my grandmother got a new puppy who is a Chihuahua, and it is not like when I met it, not even a month old.
Mm.
And she is the tiniest little thing, and she's running around playing.
Mm-hmm. When we had Bessel when she was younger, she was so tiny. We had to put a little cat bell on her neck.
Like tinier than like how she is now.
Yeah, because she's already kind of tiny, right? But that's her full-grown body at this point. Like because she's 9. So,
oh yeah, all right.
She's 8.
I say this, bro, Justin, just so you know, if you ever when you have a dog, keep this in mind: puppy teeth, they are like needles.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Because that dog is not even 2 months old and it drew blood.
Actually,
Damn.
In general, I the other day, can't really see it, but
Oh, you get nibbled?
Bessel got me good. I had to take her to the vet.
Oh, that'll do it.
And here's the thing, Vlad does great in vets. He's just a big soft boy. He doesn't understand what's going on. The
Bessel,
little
on the
one
other hand,
knows that it's the vet.
hates the vet.
Literally pulling on her collar. She would like look at me and she'll pull on and be like, "Let's get the hell up out of here." And I'm like, "I can't. I have to do this.
I have to do it."
It was for updated rabies shots and stuff. And so they couldn't even muzzle her.
How are you not able to muzzle her?
She knows how to take it off.
Oh, this smart little bitch.
Ooh.
Yep, she's very smart. She like, they put it on her and she went
Clever
like
girl.
this, and I'm like, what the?
Clever girl.
She
They didn't get the one that you can lock?
I guess not.
Because they have some where you can like have a strap on the back or something like that.
Maybe, I don't know.
Made for the bigger
They
dogs.
couldn't do it. So she like got up my arm pretty well, because I had to hold her to get the shots.
She
And so
nibbled
she
the
was
fight.
she bit like she legit bit me like through my finger. 'Cause usually she play bites with me. She play bites, so she's not gonna pierce me, but she pierced my finger.
Eee.
And you just
It's
gotta
pretty
sit there.
bad.
You just gotta sit there and take it like ow, ow, ow.
Has to be
Pretty
done.
much. Well, the lady was like, "Are you sure we should get you a towel?" I was like, "Lady, I'm already here." I was like, "Just give her the shot."
Mm.
I was like, "Just do it." I was like, "Let's just get this over with."
Sir, while we give your dog some shots, she's gonna have your arm to bite on. Would you like a stick to bite on?
She scratched up my whole arm. It was really bad.
Yikes.
Normally, if you distract the dog, they normally don't even feel it.
Mm.
That one
I
isn't
couldn't say.
distracted.
It's like
that one wasn't distracted.
Because I've seen doctors like they just like pinch a little part of their butt skin. They just go.
So that was the other issue, is because she was so stressed out and she was freaking out. She had no skin to grab because she was just tight.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh,
So
wow.
they had
Classic
to.
Chihuahua.
Yep. So
Poor
that was
thing.
fun.
Yeah,
Classic,
fun.
classic little timid Chihuahua.
That was very fun. She was so scared that the shots didn't even hurt her.
It'd always be like that.
Yep.
Dude, my nanny's Chihuahua. That's why I say puppy teeth, dude. Because, like I said, not even 2 months old. She's teething. I didn't mind the first few. Once those teeth start sliding across your finger, it's like might as well be like a razor blade.
Ah.
Of course, I'm not mad at her. She doesn't mean to. She's just teething.
Yeah.
The mine's decided to teeth on my 3DS power cables. So
No.
that was fun. That was a fun time.
Such good days.
But she used to be so small. She used to be able to fit on my hand. Like,
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Dude, this Chihuahua, my nanny's new Chihuahua, not even 2 months old. Like I said, I picked her up by a toy. She held on to the toy. I picked her up. It felt like I was just holding the toy. No extra weight.
That's wild.
And,
Yeah.
and if I just hold the toy down to the ground, she'll like try to pull it. She'll be like,
You're like, whoa, relax.
exactly like that. Yeah.
it's like it's like the tiniest little. I'm just like, you're so cute.
But yeah,
Oh, here. Why don't I just
lots
go
of stuff within the last 2 weeks, huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
Actually, real quick, since we were going to just hop off the topic of EVO, I just wanted to show you guys a couple of things here that I got. Obviously, the badge is one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Anai has the one where it has his custom name on it, but I just went with the community one. Turns out, a common trope here for EVO is, there being several lines, but it's only until the very end that you find a distinct set of lines which make it easier to get what you need to, but you can end up easily in a longer line.
Yeah.
And
There's
then
a line to get into the line.
the line
Good
to get,
old yeah. Good old classic Evo, man. They can never get lines down. It's pretty funny.
damn. So it's just a common
There's
thing.
There's got to be a better system.
Yeah. But I guess you'd have to really explore to really know what's going on. What was it? Crunchyroll was there. They got a free crane game for community people, or I guess subscribers. Or really, they were just letting people in, so it didn't really matter. So I got these guys. Mark, or actually both of you should recognize this guy.
Yeah.
And of course,
Palamute.
the Palamute. And Chopper. Funny enough, it was hard for me to get the Palamute, so I ended up getting Chopper. And the guy behind me was like, "Hey, why don't you ask for an exchange? Because they could probably do that." I was like, "Can I do that?" And the guy was like, "Yeah, sure." Hold on. And then he was like, swaps it out, and I was like, "Cool, thanks." Wait, and so I got Chopper because of how easy it is to get Chopper.
You're like, wait a minute, that was so easy. I'll just
doing it, and I got him.
That's cool. Was Crunchyroll there for Anime Evo? Is that why?
Anime Evo?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah, Anime Evo is their side tournament stuff. That's all basically they call it Anime Evo because technically a lot of fighting games have that Japanese art style.
Correct.
So they play a lot of the obscure / older fighters in those side tournaments. Those are not ones they play on main stage.
So anyone who's here for the Storm 4 tournament, please go over here.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I should have
Basically.
really explored a little more just to see what other side turns are going on. I heard that Mega Man Battle Network is there. Oh, I didn't even see it.
So those are some crazy ones. There's usually a Puyo Puyo Tetris tournament.
Oh,
There's Mega Man Battle Network tournament. They're using the Legacy Collection now, right?
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
I think
that's so
yeah.
crazy.
That's nice. I like that.
There's usually there's like Blaze Blue tournaments going on.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm surprised like, Blaze Blue isn't a part of EVO.
It was
for a little bit.
I think this was the second year they didn't use it. It was, and then people really caught on to Under Night in Birth.
Oh yeah, they also had a big showing like this time around because of the sequel.
Yeah, the new Under Night game, dude. That game looks sick, dude.
That line was like those Arc Systems like general thing, and it was just like line. Well, Project L was like the worst visually speaking, as far as like seeing that line. But Under Night was also
L looks. I mean, Project L looks good to me.
It does.
Man, it looks
amazing. Yeah, it looks amazing. I'm talking about the line.
Well, I mean, it makes sense. It's new. Riot Games. It's Riot Games.
It's also Riot
Games.
Games. Yeah.
Play it. A chance to play the game that's like, hey, if you want a chance to play it, you literally have to do it here.
That's true.
For now. I don't think that game's launching till 2024, right?
Probably. Yeah.
And from what I've seen, it is. I saw Max's video on it. That shit has a fuck ton of stuff in it.
I already saw crazy combos going on with that one.
No, like the amount of like mechanics and shit in that game that I saw from Max, I was like, wait, this is the stuff you put in like 5 different games.
Well, I guess if you're gonna start off a whole new fighting game, you might as well try to like get inspiration from everybody else.
My favorite thing they're adding so far is the 2v2, but everybody controls their own character. That's really cool. That's an idea from Smash, which is really funny.
Yeah,
to take a doubles tournament like approach.
Yeah, Fighters does that too with 3v3s.
Yeah, Fighters does do that. And then on Switch, you can do it locally. It's pretty cool.
Cool. All right.
I know because me and my friends just the other day were doing Fighters 3v3s.
It's really cool, dude.
Tag me in.
I also this is funny. This is also from Arc Systems Works. Essentially, like right next to the long line getting to like Under Night, there was also a little tiny 4-question survey, which essentially is just to sign up for possibly a newsletter later on. But once you fill it in, you get a free sample Guilty Gear Strive board game. This is a demo deck.
I saw that. I saw the board game. I was like, but why?
Yeah, I was curious about it. I was like,
why not, Mark?
Collectibles?
Well, because if you look at it, it's literally the exact same system as the fighting game. It's just like draw a card.
Draw a card.
So there's a Resident Evil board game or card game with. What else do you want?
What do you want? And then, of course, I did get to jump into Tekken 8, and everyone got.
Oh, you lucky!
I was gonna say you a lucky bastard.
It was also one that had like 2 lines for it, one like for like controllers and one for stick. And because it was shorter, I went with stick, and I pretty much got my ass beat. I got not the one I ordered, but they just had like ones with established sticks like connected to them, but then there's also ones with controllers. So either way, you can go for one. But sticks were like a shorter line. So I just went with that.
That's what I was saying. I was like, the stick line was shorter. I figured more sweats would be doing
that.
That's
actually really surprising. Yeah. Usually when you go to EVO, everybody's trying to play on a stick. Yeah. They're not usually playing pad.
I was going to say, that's where all the sweaty people are.
Maybe we got there pretty early at that time, but...
it feels like he's speaking facts right now.
Yeah.
It's 100%. That's where the sweaty combos get into play.
And I decided to stick with the character that I just like arbitrarily picked like during our like retrospective. Paul, yeah.
Yeah.
And then when I connected the dots, I was like, oh, that's Paul. Oh my God, Paul, what happened to you? And even though I got my ass beat, I got like one good combo, unintentional combo in there. I was like, oh, this is kind of nice.
Secret technique. All the buttons.
Kind of. It's just kind of like, okay, duh, and then duh. It's just like button roulette.
All the buttons. I was like, Tekken's a 4-button game, no?
Is it? Yes, all the buttons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because so like that's how you differentiate certain fighting games. 6-button, 4 buttons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but now with Street Fighter 6, that's a whole different case now. You can make it a 4-button game if you'd like.
Okay. But yeah, once you have, either or controller or like stick, you get a free shirt. And I got this one. This makes up for not getting the one for Comic-Con. The Fist Meets Fate.
Fist Meets Fate.
And then you
That's
see,
so cool.
you see the eye and you're like, oh.
The God Hand, dude. The God Hand.
It's super nice. And of course you get the lanyard. This was the one that was attached to the badge. And it just says like...
Anaya did pretty good, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he did pretty good.
He did very good. Got out of first pools. That's amazing.
Nice. Personal record for him, he said.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, the last thing, and this is the... I'm not proud of the purchase, but I'm glad I have it anyway.
Oh boy.
It is the stick.
What?
The EVO fight stick.
This is their Obsidian with just like the EVO panel. There's two variations. They had a soccer one that sold out pretty quickly, and then they had the Vegas Lights one. So they have some more updated sticks, but this is the one I was like, I got it.
That's an Obsidian stick, right?
Yeah.
So it's easy just to like screw the top off, and then now you can customize everything.
I haven't tried that yet, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Well, one of my favorite things about our fight sticks is that how easy it is to just customize everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they sell parts like crazy. See?
Oh.
So I have my Rap 4 here.
Okay.
And I took out all the stock buttons.
And
I color coded my buttons to make sure I know what I'm hitting. Yeah.
That's smart. I like that.
And then I got this bad boy because it's really funny. Because it says start, but if everybody knows, PlayStation in modern games don't have a start button anymore. Options.
Oh.
So I just thought it was hilarious.
Okay, gotcha. See, why my issue with like Tekken was the fact that like I was so new to the layout, I didn't know which input was which. Because I know where the series of punches and kicks are. I just don't know which buttons were which. So by color coding makes sense.
I need to get the fighter's fight stick if I'm gonna get a fight stick.
Yeah, dude.
Where all the buttons are Dragon Balls.
That's actually kind of a sick idea. My favorite sticks that I have seen so far ever. One dude came in with Tupperware.
What?
he took the internals of a fight stick and put it into Tupperware.
Oh my god, I gotta talk to you about like the different variations of like fight sticks I saw there.
And then my absolute favorite one, like the top tier one I've ever seen. Katrina pointed it out because she was like, "Ain't no way this guy's serious." He came in with the Rap 4 like this, but the plate and everything on the stick was nothing but different versions and pictures of Brendan Fraser.
That's hilarious.
Every button, every single button was a different
picture
of Brendan Fraser from different movies.
That's funny.
Please tell me one of them was from The Whale.
No, it wasn't at that time.
Ah!
It was before he made his comeback. So there was like The Mummy, Monkey Bone. There was George of the Jungle from Disney. There was
Yo, George of the Jungle, let's go.
And I was like, and there was the one from Scrubs. I was like, oh, there's no way. That guy's a legend, dude.
Also, Phil, look in the Discord, it's real.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, that's kind of sick, actually. Hold on. Wait.
Oh, yeah. I've seen this one, the Razor one.
Yeah, I was like, bruh, if I was gonna fight stick, yeah, that's the one right there.
That's that the Xbox version?
Yeah, it's the Xbox version.
Oh, nice.
But I'd probably get, and if it's an Xbox version, it'll also work on PC.
Nice.
Yeah, usually, no matter what version you get, they all work on PC.
Which is very appreciated, yeah.
Yeah. So, like, for instance, this one's a PS4/PS3.
Same with mine, yeah.
But it automatically works on PC. So on PS5, it picks up your stick as a fight stick. There is no like anything you have to do.
Oh, really?
It just automatically reads it. Yep.
Goddamn.
It doesn't even read it as a PS4 controller. It just reads it.
It's fight stick. Go ahead.
Yep.
Nice.
It has the USB drive to do it, so that's really cool. I was trying it out with MK11 and King of Fighters.
Oh, all right.
So I was like, this is really cool. I also have two adapters. One that lets me two converters. One's that let me play on Switch.
Okay.
And then the other one's for PS1 and PS2.
I did see that one. I was actually curious about the actual manufacturer.
I need the Xbox one. I need the Xbox converter. And then pretty much I'm basically set for modern platforms.
Nice. But yeah,
what's going?
No,
real quick. My ball top Is that green one?
Yeah, I do remember that one.
Okay, it's from you ever seen those really big recent arcade machines with the Space Invaders Space Frenzy?
Hmm.
You know those really big ones where you like hit the laser gun and you're like shooting like Space Invaders?
Think so.
Okay, the ball top is the little pinpoint of the gun.
Huh.
Bruh.
Katrina found it. She found it and she was like, I thought this would look cool. And I was like,
Oh my god.
I know what that is. I know what this is, so I'm gonna use it. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's super sick. I didn't get to see this guy myself as far as like his like setup, but oh, God, he had like this oversized like fight stick. I'm not sure if you saw images of it. It's just literally him like with his strap. He has like this fridge-sized arcade stick that's functional.
The absolute biggest boy ever, and he was just smacking it. Yeah, I've seen it.
I'm sorry?
Dog, I'm talking like this thing was the size of a desk. Like it was and he literally sat with a stick in hand like this.
He was like holding it like
and
this,
he was
like,
just
Bro, imagine trying to do combos with that. Oh my god.
that is some tomfoolery. Like
that was just made for Shaq.
That's amazing, dude. I was like, yo, I love the fighting game community.
I think otherwise the best one I've seen was someone who like reconfigured their Xbox 360, the whole thing, like the original Xbox 360 into a fight stick.
What the fuck?
Wow.
They took out the internals.
Yeah, they took out the internals and just like inputted everything. Yeah, they did it. It was crazy. Hey, listen, they made social media, so
it's actually really not hard to do it, Mark. All you'd have to do is like you don't even have to solder anything. You literally just have to remove the internals of one empty shell and then take one of these and it's just that's it. Like obviously there's a little bit of like glue and stuff you have to put on for the chips and whatnot. But other than that, there's no soldering required. It just you have to make it look like a fight stick. That's how the Tupperware dude did it.
Tupperware. Oh my god.
He wants to keep his combos fresh.
Yeah, dude. Come on.
He takes it from home.
He takes it. Yeah, he takes it out. It's the leftovers, bro.
I was looking for
those leftover runbacks.
I was curious. So I was like, what's the most balling fight stick on the market according to the internet? And apparently it is the Victrix Pro FS.
Victrix. I did see that brand floating around.
It's about $400.
Just about. I only paid like $120 for mine without the customizing. So.
Oh wow.
There's a name I haven't heard in a while. Mad Cat's up, bruh.
They haven't been around in a while. They used to support EVO like all the time. I used to love seeing their booth because they'd have like all these crazy like pieces you can buy for your stick. And then they went out of business.
Damn. I had a Mad Cat's GameCube controller.
Wonder what have changed
you
now.
poor soul.
And I made it work.
Well, they went out of business because of Rock Band, right?
Did they?
Yeah. So like they made Rock Band 4, the more like recent ones. Okay. And because the game wasn't selling, because at this point those kind of music games.
The game?
No, they made the instruments for the game.
Wow, that's a big deal for them.
They've always done it. All the Rock Band instruments are by Mad Catz.
I'm just used to them making third-party like electronics.
Since the first game, they're all made by Mad Catz. So when the fourth one came out for PS4 and Xbox One, and it didn't sell because at that point everybody just kind of fell off the hype train for those games. They just all that money went nowhere essentially, so they went bankrupt.
Damn.
Not even just selling controllers?
Nope.
That wasn't even damn.
Well, controllers weren't selling anymore. It was all about the fighting game community, selling sticks, selling specific fight pads.
Well, apparently people still recommend their fight sticks.
They're damn good quality. I used to, before this bad boy, I used to run a Street Fighter 4 Mad Catz controller or Mad Catz fight stick.
Huh.
That was my PS3 controller because there was no PS4 one yet.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I decided I needed to upgrade because I wanted a PS4 fight stick to keep up. And thankfully, I don't have to upgrade again. I do probably have to change some of the buttons out nowadays. It's been a while, but we'll see.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Justin, we gotta run sets soon.
Oh my god, yeah, we gotta do that.
Yeah, we gotta run some sets. I'll teach you the ways. The ways of the stick,
The
because
ways of the
Anaya can't do
stick.
that. Anaya's a
He's like,
pad player. Anaya's a pad player.
Everyone's good at their own thing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What was it
Anaya's
in Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say the finalists, honestly, for Street Fighter was using a DualSense.
His DualSense disconnected.
It's funny, yeah, that did happen.
And the commentator, I love him. He was like, "Oh, not the DualSense, bro!" Like,
I guess that makes sense.
Purple DualSense. It was really cool.
Yeah, but yeah, no, like it makes sense with the controller as well because of the fact that like at least those like the triggers there are like just right there.
Mm-hmm. I'm a person who definitely prefers stick, but Mortal Kombat and pretty much anything by NetherRealm, I can't play on a stick. I can't. I tried. It needs to be a pad because it's the way they set up the buttons.
Oh, okay.
Like you have to. I'm sure there's people out there who configure the heck out of their buttons. I can't. I don't know how to set it up that way. Like games like Tekken, easy. You know, it's just the first 4 buttons on your stick. You know, 2 punches, 2 kicks. Call it a day.
Yeah. And then you look at the combo list. Wow, that's a lot.
No. Yeah, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking like how you set up your actual stick, right? Because the way, I guess I'll just grab this real quick. Because Street Fighter is a 6-button game, right? So it would be typically used these right here.
Yeah.
These buttons. The only reason you have these 2 is because one's all 3 punches and one's all 3 kicks, typically. So if you're not a person who uses all 3 fingers for your punches, you can just shortcut it.
Huh.
So, right? But when you're using a 4-button game, typically it's just these 2.
Oh, okay.
And so that's only if you're playing a game like Tekken or King of Fighters. If you're playing something like Soul Calibur, a lot of people prefer the 4 fingers like this setup, where it's these 3 are the attacks and this one's guard. So your hands looks like this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Neo Geo style, essentially. That's what Neo Geo games used to play.
Interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting ways to play fight sticks. But the problem is Mortal Kombat has a weird thing where it's like, yeah, these 2 buttons are like, all these right here are attacks. But then your block is like right over here. But then your grab is over here. But you have to hit both of them at the same time to do your X-rays. And it's like, wait a minute. But then you want to enhance, right? So then you got to hold this to this. And I'm like, wait a minute. You lost me. You absolutely lost me.
I learned something today. Many things, actually.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat, any NetherRealm games, their button layouts are a little weird, a little funky.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
They're definitely designed for home console use, not for like sticks. I get it.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It's like I say it's definitely like because I've played a lot of Mortal Kombat and it was like it's definitely better on the controller in my opinion. Speaking of which, bro, Reptile got the glow up.
Man,
that's true.
Dude, that trailer was godlike.
I like what they did with him. I was like, he looks pretty dope.
We're literally only missing one ninja, I believe. No, we're only missing Noob Sidebot.
I mean, he was in the last one, so he might come again.
Maybe. I'm just saying, that's the only ninja left. We have Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Smoke, Rain, Reptile, and now it's just Noob.
Well, if you don't count Tremor.
Oh, I mean, I do count Tremor sometimes.
Because he is technically a ninja.
He is one of the ninjas. It's just that they haven't used him as a ninja in forever.
Not since X.
Not since X.
And even then, that was his first time back in God knows how long. Rain is already back in Rick, because I mean, Rain was in DLC for 11, and they're like, okay, he's mainstay this time.
Rain is such a cool character, though. I'm really glad he's back. But that wasn't just Reptile, right? It was Ashra and Havoc. What the PS2 era characters rise up? Let's go.
Because I don't know if Havoc's playable. I think he's just
he's playable.
Oh, I was gonna ask.
He's one of the playable characters. Yep.
Cool. All right.
He's not a cameo.
All right.
Havoc and Ashra. So the trailer was for Reptile, Havoc, Ashra.
Which is, I mean, because I remember they saw like that. I saw the girl's like she's like a demon that's given up all evil or something like that. I was like,
yeah, that's Ashra. That's Ashra.
Well, I was like, well, shit.
You may not have recognized her, but in the original PS2, like Deadly Alliance and Deception games, she has like the really big hat, like kind of like Raiden's, except a little bit more round.
Huh.
Ah, I see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then of course, we had Havoc, like you said. Although I didn't see Havoc in the trailer that much.
He's the one. He rips his own arm off, and he can like smack.
Oh,
you
that's
around. Yeah.
oh, that was
That's Havoc.
crazy.
That's what he does on his original games. That's why I was like, "Yo, this is tight, dude."
I'm like, well, why does he
PS2
snap his
era.
neck during the assist there?
Early 3D MK characters rise up, bro. We got Lee May, Tanya back, Havoc, Astra. This is exactly what Philip wanted for my Mortal Kombat game. This is it.
This is the wish list fulfilled.
Feels like they've been watching me.
They've been listening. They've been listening.
In.
Now, really throw me for a loop and push Yujinko in the game. I dare you. That would absolutely make me like double take. Be like, what?
I really do like Reptile's new design, though.
Reptile looks sick, dude. I kind of want to try him out. I'm not really a Reptile player, but
the human form just looks clean.
He hasn't had a human form, dude, since Mortal Kombat 3.
I've seen the evolution. I was like, bro, what is this? What were they trying to do?
He's been a legitimate Reptile since the 3D era, so it's really cool to see him back in human form. But it's a mix, right? Like they do the anthropomorphic thing.
They do partial transformations for him. I like how like part of his costume does look like a tail until it is. I was like, nice. That's cool.
That was really cool.
In the combat cast, they showed off more Smoke and Garrus.
Dude, Smoke is looking sick, dog. Oh my
Smoke got the really good treatment in this game.
Man, the ninjas all got the glow up, dude. I'm so happy for them. They're my favorite characters in the MK series. Sub-Zero in particular, but yes. I'm super happy to try out that game, dude. It looks so good.
They all look fucking sick.
What else was big over there? Oh, September 9th?
Oh my god.
29th? I don't remember. It's in September.
Didn't they also announce Guilty Gear new character?
Yeah, season 3.
Did.
Season 3 Guilty Gear.
Was it Johnny?
It was Johnny, baby. Johnny. He's back. And he's gambling like he never had. He's not. He looks like Gambit now because he's got nothing but cards.
Oh yeah.
It's really cool. But they did announce season 3 finally, like showing off the roadmap. Only 4 characters this time instead of 6. Looks like Guilty Gear is winding down a bit.
That's fair.
Yeah, it was the first next gen fighting game, so I think we can give it some slack to start winding down. But hey, man, Johnny looks sick. I'm not really a big Johnny player. I'm more of a May. Is that her name? The one with the dolphin.
Oh, Tatsukiki.
Yeah, I love her.
Yeah, I think
I'm also I don't remember half their names, but I was gonna say the one with the hair too, the one with the really long like she's
oh yeah, when she like and you're like, whoa, what?
She's
cool.
Yeah, she's cool. So I'm more of those kind of players, but yeah, Johnny's cool.
I'm trying to think of the other ones.
Eno. I'm definitely an Eno main. I'm an Eno stan.
Oh, sure. Yeah. And I was talking about that. Oh, they were selling some really cool jackets there too. Oh man.
Eno's low tier as hell in Stride, but hey, it's fine. I love her anyways.
She's got style.
Yeah, she got style. What was the other announcements? Nick All-Stars announcement was Plankton. Was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that means the leak is absolutely 100% real. Because that specific Plankton in that description was the one they showed. And I was like, oh no. The leak is real, dude. Ember McLean's gonna make it into the game. No. What have they done?
I mean, she's a very popular character.
Yeah, for the wrong reasons, Mark. For the wrong reasons.
You could say that for almost any character, because if you forget the internet, what is Internet Rule 34?
Stop it. We'll keep
any character is in risk.
Oh my god. But there was that. Rivals 2 got a main stage announcement. Thank God, dude. Not a big character announcement, because it's just a returning character from the first game. The Maple does look cool. I really like that character. Not a big, again, not a big like fan of the character herself. She's a cool character, but she has a lot of newer like mechanics in play, and that was really cool to see.
Mm.
I'm still waiting for there was one of the newer characters. She's got like these glowing fists. I forgot her name, but if she makes it in, that's what I'm talking about. So Rivals 2 got a new trailer. MK got a trailer. Oh my god. Oh my. They didn't have to do that to me. They didn't have to show me Fatal Fury, dog. They didn't have to do that to me. I'm so upset I didn't go this year because you would have seen me pass out at EVO. Dude, SNK really showed off the next Fatal Fury game, dude. Finally, after like 2 years of teasing it. It is officially titled Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, a direct sequel to Garo Mark of the Wolves. That's really cool. But they didn't show much. It was still a teaser, but they at least showed what it's going to look like. So they showed Rock and Terry. That's
fair.
That's all you had to say.
I was like, I'm in.
And then they also showed some King of Fighters 15 things. Duolon from 13 or 11. I think he's from 11 originally. Yeah, he's coming back. That's cool. He's a cool character. He's got like he looks like the snake. So he like looks like this, and then he like stretches his arms out like really fast.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's kind of crazy. But that also means only one character left for season 2 in King of Fighters 15. So that's cool. I'm trying to remember anything else. They did announce a new Under Night. That was cool.
Right. There was nothing on Fighters because they talked about that.
I am shook that they are still not talking about the rollback netcode or the next gen versions of Fighters. It is about to be the end of 2023 and they are not talking about it. That's crazy.
Right.
I think they'll eventually get to it. But right now they're just kind of working. Because like from what I understand, the rollback aspect of it takes a while. Like that takes a while.
If Fighters 2 isn't coming out anytime soon, that next gen version needs to happen already. Because
they just announced season 4 if they're gonna do anything now.
Yeah, at this point, just a stall. Because that's what Street Fighter 5 did. They knew Street Fighter 6 wasn't ready, so they did season 5.
They said, all right, so we weren't planning on doing more DLC, but why not?
Yeah, because that's why Luke was in 5, because they said that Luke was a tease for the future.
Yeah, he's supposed to be, they said that before. He's supposed to be representative of the future of Street Fighter, aka Street Fighter 6.
So, if they go that route, that'd be kind of cool.
I think in retrospect, that did work out pretty nicely. Now it's all Memphis memes. Now there's Beast Mode, baby.
The Memphis memes are so good, dude. The whole crowd chanting Memphis when he did the level 3 was amazing. Speaking of Street Fighter 6, they had news too. The Turtles was like something out of left field. I was like, what?
The Turtles have been getting some massive like appeal.
A lot, dude. I love it.
Yeah,
that's what we needed.
There was some more recent news of the Turtles that we can talk about later, but you know.
Oh yeah, the THQ stuff, huh? That's right. But for Street Fighter, all 4 of the Turtles are coming to the game as character customization costumes. Let's make sure we clarify that. They're not legitimate characters. You just add them to your character costumes, and then you can play as them technically with like moves that you assign to.
Yeah.
So they're not real characters. However, Capcom, $60 for the whole thing is a little it's a little sus, dog. And that's not for the whole thing. I think that's only just for the costumes. You're not talking about like getting the emblems, the title cards. All that other stuff is like $100 and something. I was like, what are you talking about?
Oh no.
What are you doing? That was crazy. I was like, oh no. If you're going to do collabs, you got to do a little bit better than that. Like, the content's cool, but it's not worth that price at all. It's like $15 a turtle. And I'm like, yo, there's 4 of them. What are you talking about?
That's just unfair.
Yeah, it's just like, oh no, dude. But the big Street Fighter 6 announcement was the new character, which you know what? I'm kind of shook they're going with the new character out the gate. Because they went with Rashid as their first DLC character. Rashid of the Turbulent Wind.
Rashid.
But they're going with, her name is Aki. Aki, yeah. She is. I love the commentators that was like, people need to relax.
Stop saying you can fix her. You can't fix her. I'm sorry.
Stop saying you can't fix her. You can't fix her. All right.
Like, chat's like, I can fix her.
The whole chat was popping off like, yo, we can fix her. I promise. I even messaged a 9. I was like, would.
As 4 guys are like holding you back, like, would.
A 9 said, would. Homie, will.
He said, will.
But she looks interesting. She's got a mix of like, I think she's gonna be very poison like style. Like, and I mean like with like toxics and poison gas. And
I was going to say, would you say she's toxic?
I'm surprised they're going with the new character first. That's a really cool choice because there's still 4 more characters they got to do.
Mm-hmm.
This is you're also assuming like this is probably not going to be our only season.
No, well, they already announced who's the rest of the season of characters are. It's just a matter of how they were going to release. And I thought they would go with a lot of the veterans and then keep her for the end.
Nope.
Nah, they're going to just do her first. I was like, that's cool. Or early. She's not first, right? Rashid was first. I'm still waiting to see how Akuma's going to play.
Or even how it looks. Wait, we just saw him, right?
They've shown how he looks.
Okay.
He looks really crazy.
Is he doing the Lion's Mane again?
Yeah, but even like longer than that.
Whoa. Ew. Like Super Saiyan 3?
Yeah, he looks cool. And then so is Ed. Ed is one of the next characters too? Or is it Falk? Falk is next? One of them is. But yeah, that was cool. A lot of announcements coming out of EVO, dude. That was cool.
That's good. Bro, EVO Day?
Yeah, okay, yeah, hold on a minute.
That was crazy.
That was wild. So they broke the record for being the biggest event in Vegas to bring in the most money to the city of Las Vegas. So the mayor of Las Vegas handed the creators of EVO the key to Vegas. That was kind of cool. The key to the city. And then the governor of Nevada has proclaimed that August 6th is now EVO Day in Nevada.
Very nice.
That's so wild.
When you get the key to the city, just for existing.
And then they showed off EVO Japan for next year. They did give us confirmation for EVO US. And now there's going to be a third EVO. But where in the world will the third EVO be? We don't know yet.
Brooklyn.
One for Brooklyn. One in America. One in Japan. It's going to be one of 2 things.
Good.
It's going to be either Europe or China.
I was actually thinking Europe or Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia isn't a bad choice. It's a middle ground. But the reason I would say China is, let's be honest, China always needs their own thing.
That would be interesting. I'm thinking if I was EVO, like two European choices would either be the UK or Spain. Would be pretty cool.
Okay.
Spain has an enormous streaming community, so that would be a smart idea.
That'd be really cool.
That's smart,
man.
yeah, okay.
EVO Spain would be kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
Although I would appreciate somewhere here, maybe you could do, I don't know, EVO New York?
No. I wish. That'd be really cool, but no.
Something closer to me, thank you.
Do it for Mark.
EVO Atlanta?
Again. That would be cool.
That would be nice.
I'm just trying to think like what the biggest cities in the South that would probably be, or even on the East Side, would just be like New York, Atlanta, Miami. I doubt it's going to be in Montgomery.
No, but
Rich. I'd like. Hey, if they wanted to do Richmond, or if they wanted to do like Charlotte, North Carolina, or if they wanted to do Charlottesville, South Carolina. I mean, like I said, they could do all these things. Charleston, South Carolina. There's all these cities they could choose, but we know they ain't doing it.
They ain't.
Maybe in the future.
But I guess we'll find out. I guess we'll find out in the future. Man, good year for EVO, man. That was good. That's fun to watch from over here at home. I'm sure it was even better just to be there.
I think for me personally, like, I guess Anaya as well, we were definitely there for like his pools, and once like the elimination like occurred, then it was kind of like, okay, let's just like kind of move our stuff. Yeah, well, let's just move out.
Fortunately, if you're competing, that's kind of how it is. It's like when you're competing from experience, right? Because I used to actually compete for 2 different games at once.
Oh my god!
So I used to do Smash Ultimate, and then I would do King of Fighters. So I would go between the 2 and have to run between 2 matches.
Oh my god!
So when you're competing, it's kind of hectic, right? Because you're like, oh man, I got to be on schedule. I got to be over by the pools. I got to get ready to go. I have to have my stuff ready.
Mm-hmm.
Once you get once you're eliminated or you're done with your matches for the day, then you can enjoy EVO proper. You can go and see the matches on the big screen. You can go to the booths. You can go to artist gallery. You can go to indie mix. You can do a lot of things there.
Okay.
Yeah. So I do enjoy competing. It's fun, but really my favorite part of EVO is just being there.
Yeah.
And get the casuals. Going to casuals, like the casuals area, and seeing who would be playing something. I remember bringing my old fight stick, right, for PS3, and someone was playing Virtua Fighter 5, and I was like, hold on a minute, and he was by himself, so I was like, hey, can I play it? And he goes, oh yeah, sure, and we just popped it in, and we were going at it, like we were just like 10 matches straight of Virtua Fighter 5. It was fun.
Whoa, all right.
It was a lot of fun. Or the time in line where it was 2017, so ARMS had just come out.
Oh my god.
We were in a line. We were in line, and so like we had our switches like going, and so we would plop up the switches like on the floor where we were waiting, and then we would just be going. People would walk and be like, "Hey, can we jump in?" We're like, "Yo, let's go!" And we were just trading off like two different Switch consoles wireless play. And we were just going.
That's cool. This is what it was meant for.
That's the kind of things I love to do about EVO. Is like the community, hanging out with everybody.
Yeah, otherwise, yeah, I guess because of like the situation, aside from, and I just wanted to like kind of like tuck back into the hotel, we didn't really spend too much time like after his matches over there. Yeah, and we were also on a budget as well.
Yeah.
I would have loved to try.
We can plan it.
Yeah,
we can totally plan it better next year. Because I'm trying to go next year.
Okay, we'll start like formulating plans here and there.
That there might be a wrench in that plan for myself. I'm not going to say it yet, but we'll see.
Oh, okay. All right. We will wait and see then. Yeah. There was still a couple of things that occurred. You want to go into like pickups, Phil?
Yeah, let's do that.
I was thinking, like, wait a minute. I just thought about this. Are we going to talk about the elephant in the room?
The elephant in the room.
It was the elephant in the room maybe last week. It was the elephant in the room, which would be the Kai Cenat situation.
Not really.
I mean, I say it is on Twitch. You guys are both on Twitch, so I was like, I don't know if y'all want to touch base on that or not. If you guys like, I'm not touching that.
I mean, it was kind of wild. I'm kind of glad it happened last week and not in the week I go.
That's fair.
Oh, I guess I probably should say that. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm heading to New York next weekend.
Yeah.
So I'll be gone for 2 different podcasts because I won't be able to make it to the next week's podcast, and I won't be able to make it to the week after because I'll be too late to be on. But you betcha as the pickups,
they're gonna be crazy. They're gonna be crazy.
But I am going for a week in New York. We got everything planned out. We have like an itinerary. It's really cool. I'm ready. I'm excited. I've never been. And I'm a big city person, so I'm very excited to just.
Have you ever been to the East Coast before?
Yeah, I've been to Florida once.
Florida? Well, I mean, Florida, the temperature's not really that different from California, so yeah.
Yeah.
Basically,
other than that, yeah, no, I haven't really been to the East Coast like that. So very excited. I'm gonna pick out a certain selection of Switch games so I can play on the way there and just kind of chill on my way there.
Sounds good. Can I go ahead, Phil? Can I go ahead and get started with this one? It's only because there's one. There's only one.
No, of course.
Yeah. Because this is like the one.
Yeah,
that...
I have 6. So
Oh my god.
They came in at once. I wasn't trying.
So, yeah, this one was like waiting for me as I left. So it was sitting for a while, indoors at least. It's the deluxe edition for Celeste via Fangamer. This looks very nice. I think this is my favorite like bundle for anything. And I think it's just because of how it's presented. Honestly, just like the overall look of it's great.
Jeez. That box looks so cool.
I like this box in particular. It's like you open it up and obviously you have like the actual like case itself. And then there's a bunch of other stuff inside, like a nice little pin here and there. There's like 2 different books. One's like a sketchbook and the other one's like, honestly, I gotta double check. It's like kind of like a journal entry. I wonder if it has something to do with like Madeline herself writing things down, or is it for you personally? But yeah, it's super cool. They have a bit of tapestry as well. It's nice. Yeah, no, I was doing a little bit of a video recording for Tanuki actually, and I just wanted to get the excuse to like play Celeste again, but on the Switch this time around. And man, dude, it's so interesting to like play through that game and just kind of, it has a lot of polish to it. Don't get me wrong, but you definitely don't expect there to be so much as far as like the kind of the world building and the significance going on, like as far as what they're trying to tell you. It's only like through the game that you learn this kind of stuff, and now just seeing it like after the fact with like everything that they showcase just like in the little instruction booklet that they give you, yeah, it's a lot. So yeah, no, this is probably one of my favorite like deluxe-ish editions for any of these Switch games. But yeah, that's
Celeste. I do have a physical copy of Celeste, but it was the very first print they ever did, which was through limited run.
Yeah,
but that was like back in the day. I'm glad that game got reprinted because people really need that game in their collection. It's such a good game.
It's also available on Game Pass right now. I actually originally played Celeste like through Xbox Gold, so it wasn't on Game Pass, but now it is.
Mark, are you a platformer fan?
I like the occasional platformer.
I recommend Celeste.
That's a
very
fun one.
good.
I've heard about
it. It's tough, but it is a very rewarding game with a really like, if you understand anxiety and you understand like,
I know anxiety.
Yeah, if you understand the things that go around that game is going to show you a lot of that. It's really good.
Hog.
And it is on Game Pass, just as Justin just said. Yeah. So you can totally check it out.
Yeah, I'd seen it on Game Pass.
It'll test out your D-pad for sure.
Yeah, especially if you go the extra mile, right? Because you can beat the game, but then there's the B-sides and there's all the extra levels that are there. Those will make sure your D-pad might like get destroyed. So I will tell you right now, I tried a couple of those on my Switch. Man, my poor Pro controller, dude.
Oh my god.
But Celeste is a modern like classic at this point. It's not even an indie game. It's not a hidden gem. It is a modern like classic game. It's really good. Yeah, I got 6 pickups. They all came in at once. I really wasn't thinking they were. So it was two limited run deliveries, 3 games each. But okay, so first one I got is a game called Ocean's Heart.
Oh yes.
It kind of so it kind of looks, it's kind of a top-down Zelda style game.
Ah, okay.
A very polished one from what I hear. I've never actually played it, but I heard it's pretty good. Okay. I got this bad boy. This is one I've been waiting for a long time since they released it on Switch. And this is Steel Assault.
Oh yeah, that one was cool looking.
Yeah, Steel Assault is a 2D action platformer. I've been really wanting to play it because it just looks like my kind of game for sure. I haven't fired it up yet, though. I hope the soundtrack's good, because if it has a killer soundtrack, then we in the money. I have this interesting game. This is Aka R, is what it's called. As you can tell, it's an Atari game. The quick story is that There was originally an Atari arcade game called Aka R, but it never got released. It was a prototype, and they never actually like finished it back in the 80s. If you buy the recent Atari 50th anniversary, it is actually that prototype is playable. So in that collection, okay? That's the first part of the story.
Okay.
This is a full-blown complete game. Not a remaster, but just a new game with that same concept. It's from the same dude who created Tempest 2000 on the Jaguar, which, if anybody knows, that's literally the best Atari Jaguar game that exists. So it's a really good game. It's essentially an arcade game. So you're playing for a high score, but it's got these crazy visuals, like you don't know what's happening half the time, and you're like, whoa, I want to keep trying. So I'm really excited to try that one too. All right, Justin, you ready for this one? This is Shin-chan, me and the professor on summer vacation, the endless 7-day journey.
Yeah, let's go. I've been seeing this one a lot. Aesthetically, it looks so pleasing.
It looks so damn cool, dude. It looks like a really visually pleasing game. I don't know anything about the actual gameplay. I'm gonna go in blind. I know it's like a simulation, like farming style game, and I get that. It's supposed to be like a cozy, relaxing game.
Farmville.
No, but it's by the developer is Millennium Kitchen, and they're known for another 3DS gem that I managed to pick up before the eShop closed, and that was Attack of the Friday Night Monsters.
Oh my god, that sounds
familiar. So they're known for that game. So I was like, interesting. So I'm very excited to play this. I don't know if I'm like the biggest Shin-chan follower. Like, I remember watching a couple of Shin-chan episodes back in the day, but it's rated E, so I don't know if it's gonna go full like into the Shin-chan thing.
I was gonna say, what do you mean?
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Huh?
Have you never watched an episode of Shin-chan?
I don't think so. Does it get
Crayon
like?
Shin-chan?
It can be a little raunchy.
Okay.
Are you talking about Crayon Shin-chan?
Yeah.
The only thing of Crayon Shin-chan that I have actually really watched when I saw it passing on TV as a kid was the Star Wars episode they did.
Yeah, that was fun. There's a 3D Shin-chan movie coming out.
I will never forget the mom's line, "Oh great, another glowing dick fight."
Yep.
Whoa.
That's why I'm saying it can get a little raunchy. That's why I'm kind of shocked that the game is rated E. So
Dick Fight Island?
What?
If you're interested in purchasing, look it up. only if you're of age.
Oh no. The next on the list is a really cool one. It's an interesting one that I was like, thank you, Limited Run, for doing this one. This one's Scale Attack.
Ah, that looks very
This
familiar.
is a Metroidvania by an indie studio named
I'm in.
Ukuza, Ukuza. Okay. But the publisher is Konami.
Huh?
Konami published this game. Like it has their name on the box. And I was like, what? So I actually own this game digitally. So I have played this game. It is Tonka tough. Like I'm talking like this game is you thought Celeste was hard. This one's a little unfairly hard. Like it's pretty brutal. But it's got a cool music, it's got a cool visual style. It's a little weird because it plays at 30 frames per second for a 2D platformer. So just get used to that. But if you can get used to that, it's pretty good. I like it. It's not bad. A lot of people hate on this game. Like it's got an average of 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10s. But I think it's a good game. I thought it was cool, you know?
All right.
And then my most interesting one, the one I was like, I left for last on purpose, because it's got a lot of history to it. It's a game called Moon. Just straight up.
I've seen that, yeah.
It's called Moon. It is a game. Okay. It's a Japanese RPG without battling. there is no battles in this game.
I beg your pardon.
There's no
I beg your pardon.
There's no turn-based anything.
Hmm.
It's just overworld exploration. That's it.
Okay.
So this was originally a PlayStation 1 game for Japanese audiences only. And it has been remastered for modern platforms. This is the physical copy for the Switch.
Not Moon USA.
It's not really a remaster per se, because it's not like, I don't believe it's widescreen. I think it's, it might be widescreen. It might be 16:9. I don't know. I'm not sure. The history about it is that this is one of the big three that inspired Undertale.
Oh.
It's Earthbound, it's Live Alive, and Moon. And so I'm very curious to see how this works or what this is.
That's interesting.
The developer of this game is also known for a very, very deep cut PS2 game called Tulip. You play as a little monkey, and he's like a postman, and he's just trying to find love in all the wrong places.
Damn.
Yeah. This one's about a boy's journey to find love in the moon's lost light.
Oh my god.
And so essentially it's all NPC talks. It's all just overworld exploration, except it's literally a Japanese RPG without the RPG part, but they're still calling it a Japanese RPG.
Oh, now I'm curious. Like, what do you mean? What does it mean by that?
That is exactly why I'm curious to play this game. I don't have the time to play it right now. I still have like...
Send it over.
That'd be so wild. If you had a copy sitting in front of you to do that, that'd be so wild. Just...
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks. I'll bring it back to you next podcast, I promise.
We gotta do that with Anaya. Do a little bit like that. You'd be like, "What?"
Yeah, just trick him. Just like both pick up the same game, but let's one of us just not say we got it.
Yeah. Like, hey, can I borrow? Hey, while you're doing
do you want to borrow real quick?
Yeah.
That'd be such a cool visual effect. Yeah, dude, it's a really interesting looking game. I really wanted to play this. You could have imported this a couple years back already, but this is the NTSC US version, so
Oh, okay.
Nothing different, just the fact that it has the ESRB on it. So I'm very excited to try this one. This one sounds really cool. This is it's the most curious one I've gotten in the pile. I've been really wanting to play it, and that's about it.
Nice. I did like the cover on that one too. Cover was
yeah,
really
it's very, very mysterious.
Yeah. But nice.
Yeah, there is one more pickup I got, but I can't show it to you.
Why not?
Because it's right now it's a digital download.
What are you hiding, Peter?
Peter. I can't show it to you because it's not physically in my hand, although Limited Run just put them up for pre-order yesterday, and I need to order ASAP because we can do this transition. Look, unfortunately, it was like the biggest like secret that everyone knew all year long. There was like leaks about it earlier in the year. The ESRB accidentally leaked it out earlier in the year as well. It was gonna happen. It took a little longer than I thought. 2 years since the other one, but it finally happened. QuakeCon just happened on Thursday, or started Thursday. It's still happening, by the way.
Wow, really?
Yeah, it's a whole weekend thing.
It's true.
QuakeCon's this big event that Bethesda now holds for their own games, even though it used to just be about id Software games. Now it's, hey, we got Elder Scrolls Online, and hey, now we got Quake Champions going on and tournaments going on. So it's whatever. It's cool.
Okay.
Next thing you know, they're gonna make Unreal Tournament again. Shit.
Hey yo. Don't tease me, Mark. But during the opening ceremony, they usually have these like crazy announcements, and they're always really fun. 3 years ago, in 2020, was it 2020? Yes, it was 2020. 3 years ago, they dropped Doom 1, Doom 2, and Doom 3. Yes,
Oh,
because
yeah,
it was
that's
the year of
true.
Doom. It was the year of Doom. Doom Eternal came out that year. So yes, they
Uh,
dropped all 3 of those, like the original games, on modern platforms, and it was really cool to see those games actually come back to life. Like, and for more people to play. Right?
mm-hmm.
2 years ago, the year after 2021, they dropped the banger, a real big boy banger, Quake 1, remastered by Night Dive Studios. They are the masters of remasters right now. And it was incredible. Playing Quake 1, I was just like, whoa, I've never played Quake 1 proper until that day. And I was super hyped to just play it. Last year, they skipped big announcements, but they did release a bunch of the older games on Game Pass. Game Pass was their announcement last year.
That's fair.
It was like, look at all of these crazy older like Bethesda games coming to PC Game Pass. Here it is. So that was kind of cool. I did download those games. That was fun. This is the year I've been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen. Quake 2 is finally on modern platforms, again, by Night Dive. And I have been playing it literally since Thursday. And I'm still playing it. It's in front of my screen. Guys, this is like a 10 out of 10 game. Like, it's a 10 out of 10 remaster.
Oh, you're
I
breaking
don't
out.
know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how Night Dive is so good at what they do when it comes to remastering old first-person shooters.
Okay.
But they are just enhanced visuals, right? But still keeps the style. It's not to the point where it looks a little too uncanny. Still keeps the style of Quake 2. All of the original content of the game, the original campaign, the two official expansions, a brand new expansion by Machine Games, who, if you know right now, they're developing the Indiana Jones game.
Oh, yeah.
So that's
I forgot that was a thing.
Yep, they're currently developing it, but they took their time to make a new official expansion to Quake 2. They did this for Quake 1 too. They made their own brand new expansion as well. Sorry. And then it also includes a full-blown remaster of Quake 2 N64, which, if anybody has never played that, it's very different to Quake 2 proper. Like, it's a very different game. I'm kind of shook that they added this much content. It's amazing, dude. And then it's only $10.
Yeah, that's true. It's pretty cheap.
It's a $10 game with online crossplay with everybody. And then all the multiplayer maps from every single pack, including a brand new one from Machine Games as well. So 4-player split screen on Switch, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and 8-player split screen on Series X and Series S. I don't know how you do that, but it is 8 players on that locally, 16 players online, local wireless for Switch.
Okay, all right.
Like, they went all out on this, dude. This is the complete package of Quake 2. It's amazing. And Limited Run just put up the physical copies for pre-order.
Damn.
Thank you. I need this game in my collection. This is not a want. I'm gonna get it. Event need it. I need it.
How many, Phil? How many copies?
2.
Okay.
I'm getting it on Switch and Xbox.
That's fair.
Switch for portability, and it's the party console, so, like, Switch finally has a competent, like, 4-player split screen first person shooter that we can play, and that's something that's been lacking on Switch for me personally. Quake 1 is damn good, and I think Quake 1 was a lot of fun when I tried it out, and I always hailed it as this is the one we'll use. Quake 2 probably has the better mechanics, so it's probably going to be a better first person shooter to play 4-player.
Okay.
And then the Xbox version, because it has the 120 frames and the
that's right.
And the 8-player split screen functionality.
That's crazy.
So that's why I'll probably get them on both.
Okay.
Yep. Mark, have you tried it yet? It is on Game Pass. So let me rephrase that. It is $10, but it's on Game Pass, so you can try it.
Have I tried what?
Quake 2?
I think I tried the first one.
Try 2. It's good.
Do it.
Actually, play them both. What are you doing?
I tried the remaster. That's what I tried.
Yeah, this is the Quake 2 remastered. You try it. Very good. It's a little bit more interesting, like layouts, like the level design. The way they did it was it's levels within one level, so you don't actually complete the area until you're done with all the levels, and you backtrack back and forth between different levels until you're out of the area.
I forgot Game Pass put on Broforce forever. I gotta play that.
Oh, me too. I haven't played it yet. I heard it was really good.
Broforce is always fun. Broforce is just simply a game you just pick it up and you just go.
I missed out on the physical copies for that game.
Broforce.
I'm pretty sad I missed out on the physical copies for Broforce. I should have picked it up, but lack of funds at the time.
That's fair.
So maybe if I buy one out in the wild, we'll see. But it's a Devolver Digital game, so unfortunately they're a limited company when they do prints. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
But yeah, I highly recommend everybody to try out Quake 2. Even if it doesn't matter what console you're on, doesn't matter like what platform, play it. It's a really good remaster. And to that, you might as well try out Quake 1 as well. They're both different games. They're both different styles of first-person shooter. I recommend pretty much any id Software shooter, honestly. But yes, now, Night Dive, I'm asking you one time.
The one time.
I only need two games left from you guys from id Software, and I will literally not ask for anything else. If they can somehow do Wolfenstein 3D, the original Wolfenstein 3D, and then add the Spear of Destiny as an addition, like to the overall package, I pick that up in a heartbeat for sure. And then the big one, right? The biggest one everyone now wants, because you got Quake 1, you got Quake 2. Obviously, you're gonna want Quake 3 Arena, and if you do that, holy, you might blow up the internet. You might actually blow up the internet. If anybody doesn't know, for some reason, if you're that young and don't know what Quake 3 Arena is, it was the first id Software game to not have a single player campaign. It doesn't have a campaign at all. It's all multiplayer, baby. It's all arenas. It's these like crazy map layouts, all these crazy modes. Like the most like funnest one was Capture the Flag. You gotta love it. Yeah, it was a very controversial decision at the time to drop the multiplayer or to drop the single player stuff, but it is considered one of the best multiplayer games of all time. If you put that on modern platforms with the crossplay that they've been adding to these ones, holy, and then add it, like my one want for it, if they do it, easy detail. Make sure it has split screen for the local matches. If you can do that, that's an instant buy. I'm not even kidding. Like, I need it. We don't have to do Quake 4. That's fine.
Damn.
No, Quake 4 is good. I just don't think they would do it because it's an Xbox 360 game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Quake 4 is good. It's not bad. I just don't think they'd actually do it.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
But Quake 3, really, if you do Quake 3 and Wolfenstein, you would have all of id Software's like early first-person shooters on modern platforms. And that's really what's left. If they want to go earlier than that and do Commander Keen, that'd be pretty funny.
Commander Keen.
That's their 2D platformers before they made first-person shooters.
Huh.
If you want to do that, that'd be kind of sick too. But you don't have to go that far.
I won't ask you to do that.
Yeah, Wolfenstein 3D though, and Quake 3 Arena, those are the ones I need left. Please, I'm begging at this point.
Begging.
Yeah. I beg.
I'm begging. Yo, I'm glad I got to talk about Quake before I had to head out. I do have to head out early.
Oh no.
Yeah, unfortunately, I had some other previous engagement, but
sure.
Thank you guys so much for letting me on again. Love you guys. I am going to be gone for the next 2 weeks off the podcast.
Oh, no.
Love you too.
I will be back from New York with a lot of cool pickups to show off.
Oh, my God.
We'll see.
Stories.
We'll see.
Okay.
Oh, my. Yep. That's going to be a big one for me. I'm really excited.
Let me know if someone was walking there.
Everyone's always walking there. We have a playlist with literally songs with nothing but New York. I just want you to know this.
New York.
Yeah, that's on there. Yeah, that's on there. No Sleep Till Brooklyn's on there. New York State of Mind by Billy Joel's on there. Yeah, it's gonna be great. Oh, and the song from Oliver and Company.
Oh my god.
Remember back when New York was the place people aspired to go to?
Yeah, back in the good old like early '90s or late '90s, early 2000s. Yeah.
It was either New York or Hollywood because those are the only two places on the planet you could really
Yeah,
make yourself.
something like that.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Oh, okay.
Later, my dudes. Love y'all.
Phil?
Have a good rest of the stream.
Later.
All right. Take it easy, Phil. We'll talk to you soon. Well, later.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, honestly, is there anything left to cover? I don't know.
What about Pokemon Presents, Mark?
Oh, that's true.
It actually happened this past week. Like
I honestly forgot about that. I was like, oh yeah, it did happen.
Yeah, honestly, I think you had better timing than I totally forgot about the morning of. It was to be fair though, I think QuakeCon like happened later on, so that's probably why. But Pokemon Presents had their thing on Tuesday. And you know how Pokemon Presents is nowadays. It's definitely expanded more than just like trading card games, more than like it's video game stuff. They've been branching out a lot, especially on their mobile game like ecosystem. But they've been releasing a little bit of work as far as the animation stuff, which is the one I want to highlight. Like first, they have two Pacific ones that they're working on. One of them is kind of similar to like that Bidoof special that they had. But it's focused on like the trading card game thing, and it's episodic. It's called Path to the Peak Pokemon, and it just kind of follows like this girl who just moved in. She needs to find a place to just kind of fit in, so she joins this Pokemon club, and learns to play and sticks with her partner Pokemon Oddish, which is what got my attention. I was like, oh, that's interesting. All right,
and Oddish.
But yeah, first episode's out right now, so you can go ahead and check that out.
Imagine starting with an Oddish.
Imagine starting with an Oddish. Listen, like everyone has their specific Pokemon.
And someone decided they want to use the eggplant with grass.
It just kind of happened. It was just like,
I mean, Oddish. I don't dislike Oddish. Oddish is a cute little classic. But I wouldn't choose it as a starter.
I mean, yeah. In this case, it was kind of like it chose you type of thing, which is it's kind of interesting. But yeah, totally check it out. There's also another work that's I think it's coming in September. I don't remember exactly, but it's I think it's called Paldean Winds, and it's essentially a different perspective in the Paldea region, like more about like that school, like I guess environment, possibly a little bit more exploration. But it follows a group cast of characters, so you know how you were just kind of like there for like a little bit. And then like a good bit of like time passes, a couple months, and then you're just out to go explore. And I think this is kind of like an intermediate like situation where like you're in classes and you're probably also exploring under like supervision. So I'm curious about that one. We already know about like Pokemon Sleep. We know about like Cafe Remix, Masters, Unite. Everyone has like their own like thing that they got going on. And then they talked a little bit more about what was it? Scarlet and Violet's DLC. It's pretty much like a more in-depth overview of both DLC like content, being like Teal Mask and Indigo Disc, and that's kind of all they wanted to show aside from new
and that's
mods.
later this month.
It's crazy how people have been memeing it like since like the beginning. They obviously focused on like the two legendaries that became Paradox Pokemon. And I was like, what was it, Cobalion and like Raikou becoming like alternative versions of themselves, and everyone's like looking at Raikou like, bro, what happened?
No, I've luckily, again, thanks to Loxton Noggin, he pointed out some stuff. I was like, oh, now it makes sense.
To be honest,
there's apparently this like there's this exhibit of these dinosaurs. One of them happens to be what Suicune is. Another one happens to be what Raikou is. So the third one that's in that exhibit is thought to be what Entei is going to be.
Interesting. Okay, that's cool.
I mean, Raikou, he's certainly interesting looking.
Yeah, like I feel the same about Suicune as well, even to this day. Like it's
I don't dislike it. It's just
it's different, and I kind of like that for it.
It's like it's not bad. It's just
Like I think when you look at Verizon and like Combine, like their future versions like look pretty much what you kind of expect for future versions of the Mon. Uh,
Robot.
and then I think prehistoric ones like the Paradox for Scarlet are usually the ones that have like very distinct changes to them.
They feel more creative.
Yeah, I like actually, you know, I think I warmed up a little bit more to Raiku's aesthetic than I did like with Suicune's at first. Um, I kind of get it. I think it's because of the fact that like it has different like things going on like with its neck area. Like it could actually create like that like thunder cloud, and
I'm
it
glad to see Riker getting some love.
yeah. And I think it reminds me of like Dynamaxing because they all have like the cloud effect on them. I was like, oh, okay. Be interesting how you know it became like a giraffe, and then it reminds.
It's not much a giraffe as much as it is a sauropod.
I'm sorry. What'd you call me?
A sauropod. It's a long neck dinosaur.
Well, oh yeah, okay, yeah. That's fair. Ante's gonna look crazy then.
I know what you mean when you say it, though. I'm like, yeah, I can see that. It's like, obviously, everyone's like, why did he become a giraffe? I was like, well, if we look at it in the actual scheme of what it's supposed to be, I think then we'll see.
I'm surprised that like within the same like vein of like how everyone's been posting like that one Luffy animation from like the more recent episode, that no one just like saw like drew him like running down like Raiku's neck like that.
But have you? I mean, if anything about animations that are on, like, yeah, they had the One Piece ones, but bro, they showed the recent ones from Bleach, and I'm just like, sheesh.
I heard a little bit here and there with Bleach, but now I
Like,
just see.
I've been keeping up with the thousand. I've been keeping up with the Thousand Year Blood War. It's really good.
Okay.
Like Studio Period, like they are going in.
That's good. Bleach
Toei
definitely
did do
deserves it.
good.
Damn.
Toei did do good though with Luffy.
It was interesting. And I has like a couple bits to say about it that I can kind of echo a little bit. It's just
Yeah, he and I talked about it a little bit.
Yeah.
We said like it was good. It was just it did have some things where it was like this. It's a little, but for the most part, it was solid.
yeah, like I think what's interesting is that you know we can see how Luffy behaves, and it kind of reminds us like of old school cartoons and the accompanying sounds with those, and like these kind of like match up, but some don't. And I think that ends up becoming the criticism. Otherwise, if you understand what Luffy's about right now with Gear 5, then you get it. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, he is now just funny man. He is the cartoon character.
He is Nika.
Yeah, the sun god. They go into some details here and there. I remember when that first got like revealed and like exactly what the fruit was. That's like, oh, so you are Zoan type.
It's like, I know, it's like, well, this changes a lot of stuff we thought about the fruit.
Yeah. But I'm glad that they finally got to that point. But what was it about Pokemon? I think that was pretty much it with Pokemon. Like they obviously had their championships. I think it's still kind of going right now. They'll probably have like another live thing going on, but they've been doing a lot of rebroadcasts. But
there's also the new Applin.
Oh yeah, I saw it, and I could
It's a
swear
candy apple.
Yeah, it's a candy apple, and I didn't really like put two and two together until they actually like introduced it.
I just thought it was a caramel apple at first.
I thought so too, but then like when I first heard about, and granted, like I didn't actually watch it until like after work that very day, so I only saw like screenshots and whatnot, and like what I could have saw like flashing before me, and I was like, did that say Driplin? But no, it's Diplin, and it isn't an alternative. It's an actual like different evolution for it. So I was like, oh, okay, no, actually that makes sense.
Dorelodon, I did not expect.
Yeah, I didn't expect that to be an evolution.
Oh, I don't dislike it. I was like, okay, I can work with this.
I think it can make sense.
Yeah, he's a bridge.
So he's yeah, he is a bridge.
He's a bridge, and specifically, he is. I believe he is one specific bridge that's like the long. I think it's like it's some type of drawbridge. I'm trying to remember what it is, or it's a suspension bridge. It's like it's got some significance. I think it might be from Britain. I think it's like Wales. It was like I think it was built in Wales, and it was like the world's first suspension bridge.
Interesting. Okay. I was trying to think. Was there any other monsters shown off? New ones specifically. I don't recall anyone else, but
Oh,
essentially,
there was the three guardians that we saw.
yeah, we got to see a little bit more about them.
I feel like that's supposed to be like the when I first saw them, the first like idea that I got for them was the hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. But then again, I think that's what the three monkeys from Unova are supposed to represent.
Mm-hmm. They are like hailed as heroes according to the legends. So
Yeah,
like,
like
okay, all right.
one's a monkey, one's a hyena.
And who knows what the other ones?
At
And
least I
that,
think it's a hyena. It might be a dog. Who knows?
yeah, I think that's
The
kind
other
of
one,
it
I
for that
can't
one.
remember what the other one is. I feel like I can't remember what the third one looks like at the
Yeah,
moment.
it's always hard with that third one. It's like, I don't recall that one. But yeah, no.
I have no memory of this mom.
I guess another thing in Pokemon news is the expansion for TCG is Obsidian Flames. That came out like yesterday, so oh boy. The next big one is they already kind of teased out like the next expansion, but the next one after is 151, which everyone's like really big on cuz it's just like the retrospective one. Sephi already got one. She already got a card for that one. Like, bro, the Blastoise.
Bruh.
That was clean. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I did do a pre-order for like this ultra premium thing on the Pokemon like Center website, and I used I used the card that I used to buy the arcade stick with that one, and so the payment information was like locked down. And obviously you know about the whole situation about like buying that arcade stick and how like the full family situation. Now that card's like shut down. Now I get another card reissued. So I'll probably have some weird situation where the transaction gets canceled upon like shipment, or I guess the transaction itself, and then I'll have to like update my payment information like mid transit and just figure that out. Because if I cancel it, it's gone forever.
F.
So it's like, oh boy, it's gonna be really tight. So we'll see. Yeah, no, I learned. I don't think I had like that big of a situation happen until like this year. So it's like, okay, so I gotta like go into these conventions with a different mindset. I can't bring just one card. I gotta bring cash and maybe a backup card, and also load one card up to my phone, so it makes it easier.
Surprised you didn't have that as tech savvy as you are.
I'm actually not. I'm actually not.
As tech savvy as you present.
I guess so. Yeah, sometimes like I need like the update to be forced. So it's like, oh yeah, I guess I have to like finally do this. Cause I was the type of guy who just carries all cards on me. And then it was like, oh, I only need to use one card. Okay. And I was like, oh yeah, that's right, there's the whole tapping feature. So that was like that wasn't like near immediate for me to apply that. And now it's like, okay, let's actually use the Apple Pay thing. So yeah, does make things super convenient. Although that's also dangerous too, where it's like, oh, it's super convenient. I'm gonna load everything up.
It's all there now.
But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything on the Pokemon front. So, oh, also the fact is that you get some access. You have access to Mew now because later on you're gonna challenge the 7-star Mewtwo, and you'll be able to catch that one. Versus how in Sword and Shield you were able to challenge Mewtwo but never catch it. So this is nice. This is another way for people to get those two legendaries. Well, one mythic, one legendary. So that's nice. It's nice that you have more options for that one.
Yeah. It's nice that they're giving us more options. They're also giving us, especially like Mew's a huge fan favorite.
Yeah, it's interesting because with Mew, apparently like you type in the same code, but your terraform for that one will be different. I don't know how people track that, but it's gonna be different for each person. So I don't even know what I'll end up having. Hopefully it's not inconvenient. Because I think everyone's going to start running Mew against Mewtwo. And I'm like, that's not a good idea.
Everyone's gonna start trading their Terra type Mews just to see which one's the best.
Ah, yeah. Well, thankfully you can, well, yeah, trading up as in like maybe changing like the typing like via the food stall. And then hopefully you have enough Terra shards. Because I don't.
Because I don't.
It's tough to gather a lot of those. You have to fight every single like Terra Pokemon or raid battle, every single one of them, and do it like daily before you accrue enough. Otherwise, you have to just kind of like grind like the 7 stars like every time, which is easy to do. Just you have to keep in mind of that. But yeah, I think that should be everything. Mark, let's see. I don't think that there was anything else to add, or anything else new that was going on. Was there anything else you would like to add before I guess we will go ahead and call?
I bet I can think of off the top of my head.
Oh yeah, I had a question. Did Judy get to see the child? I'd like to see the baby.
She isn't getting to see the little one just yet.
Okay. I was gonna wonder, like, is there a baby fever going on? It's like, uh-oh.
I mean, like that's not going on right now. I'm hoping one day she might have it a little bit.
Damn, that's gonna be crazy.
We've talked about kids.
That's fair.
I mean, I know I want kids. I'm pretty sure she wants some. She's a little scared sometimes, but I think she does. At the end of the day, she probably does want kids.
Yeah. Was there any part of you that ever felt like apprehensive about having a kid, or was it always like a yeah, for sure?
And I've always been absolutely.
Mm-hmm. I think I sit in the neutral stance, like, yeah, I could see that, but I'm not like desiring to have like that fatherhood occur.
Really? You don't
Now,
like you
that,
don't want to.
that might change because I'm not with anyone, so I can't even like imagine that yet.
I don't know why. I just for me personally, I don't know why. I've always wanted, like, I've always been down with the idea of being a dad.
I think fatherhood becomes a lot more like pleasing the more like positive is shown in media, and also like the people around you as well becoming
That's
fathers.
fair. Yeah, being on top of that, I feel like on top of that, I think it's also just kind of like practice. I was raised in that kind of environment.
Oh yeah.
I was raised in the traditional have a kid environment.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, okay then. In that case, we will go ahead and conclude with this podcast episode. Guys, appreciate everyone for tuning in for another episode of DangIT Prodcast. This has been episode 470. My name is Justin.
But
And Phil already left. But thank everyone for watching. See you guys in the next one. #bye everybody. As I go find the button here. Here it is.